Hello and welcome to our Monday night beauty class. Adam and Louise here, and what we're doing tonight is a summer makeup workshop. So we'll be taking you through how to do a workshop for a summer makeup.
That sounds wonderful. Excellent. I'm just going to love tonight because I'm going to be a model. So
Yes.
Very excited about that. And welcome to everyone. Welcome to our first Monday night in February. I love that it's February, and let's go.
Fabulous. So I'm going to go through the workshop format. So first thing
I
to
will
do
take
is...
off my makeup.
That'll be fabulous. Thank you. First thing to do is just create a really simple space. So for all of my workshops, I have, of course, my workshop menu laminated. Also have the member benefits on the back. We just tagged this in the Buechner Beauty Academy, so both these images are here for you. When I first started, I always had my workshop format in front of me. And Amber, I've got one of these for you upstairs as well, because this is what I would have to make sure I ticked off every step as I was going through. Also great to have little order forms. So we've got some little order forms. Mum, I'll get you to bring those over. They're just on the bench later on. And then the latest brochures as well, so you can go through all of those. So that's all your literature done, some pens, some sticky notes you might want to take along. Now for my makeup workshop, so I had one yesterday, and all I take along is the Platinum range. So I take along my favorite skincare range, which is appropriate to the people that I'm going to see. And then for the makeup workshop, bring along some makeup. Now for the beautiful makeup that we're doing tonight, you really don't need a lot. And I love to just walk in with one, max 2 bags, not walk in with 10. So I'm excited to have a simple setup tonight. First step is to chat with the host. So Amber, I'm going to pretend you're my host. Hello, Amber. Thank you so much for having me into your beautiful home. I so appreciate it. Who have we got coming along tonight?
Sandra, my
Sandra.
Cassandra, and Bethany. And Samantha.
Oh yes, I think I met Samantha.
Yeah, at the other beauty class.
At the other beauty class. Fabulous. Awesome. And what I did actually on Sunday, because I'd met some of the girls, but I hadn't remembered their names, so I asked the host, I wrote them in the notes on my phone, so when they arrived, I was like, oh gosh, like Bethany, or if I forgot throughout the workshop, I had my phone there with their names in my notes. That's personally what I do, because I really love that. Fabulous. So I've chatted with the hostess, saying now what we're going to do, I'm going to talk about some of my favorite products, we're going to try some skincare, then I'm going to do a makeup demo on my mum, who I brought along to your workshop. And so that'll be really fabulous. And then if the girls have any questions or we want to do personal shopping time at the end, that'll be great. Yeah. Connect with the guests. So as they come in, say hello. You might have some lines to be able to say to them. So again, I'm reading all of this from step 1 of the workshop format. Connect with the guests. So I connected with the guests. One of the girls saw, I have them on Facebook. Whenever I meet someone, I personally add them to Facebook. And what that does for me is, again, a great example yesterday, when I was doing my workshop, one of the girls said, you went to Peru. Tell me about your trip to Peru. I know you couldn't get to Machu Picchu. So as soon as she arrived, we had this connection. She'd been to Peru traveling, so she spent a year backpacking all throughout South America. So the whole time while I'm setting up, we're talking about something that she saw on Facebook, which meant we had a connection. That's what I love about social media, is that you can really connect with people and know their stories. They can know your stories without having to tell the stories, right? They're just informed. So that's what I love to do. Everyone that I meet, I add on Facebook. That's my collection of people. Now that might work for you, that might not work for you. You might want to have your Facebook private, but you can also add people and limit what they see as well. So if you wanted things to be private, you can, when you post something, it can just be sent to your friends, or it can be, you can create filters to see that, but I love that. Then we individual pampering hands experience. So we didn't do any hands pampering experience, but when I first got started, or if it's a new group of people and perhaps I'm a little nervous about meeting these people or what they're going to think of the Nutrimetics workshop, I love to do a hand scrub and hand balm, because then they're immediately going, oh my gosh, this smells amazing, my hands feel amazing. So it's such a positive experience to then go into the workshop. That was easy. So that's step 1. Set up, chat with your host, connect with the guests, and do a hand pampering experience if you feel like you need to break the ice. The other thing, other reason I might like to do that is if I've got a really talkative group and I'm like, oh, they're all talking, they're having a good time, but I kind of want to get started because I'm only here for 2 hours. So then I go, girls, let's do the hand pampering experience. So really get them involved with that. Could you please bring out the printing as well, Mum? Thank you. Step 2, thank your host, Amber. Thank you so much for having me here. I know I've already said it, but I'm going to say it again. Really, really appreciate it. And just for coming along tonight, Amber, you actually are receiving this $100 voucher.
Thanks.
For having me here tonight, of course. So you get to spend that at the end on any of the products out of the big catalogue. So I'll show you some of my favorites, like this one, that you could get for free.
I love that my face today.
Yes. Awesome. So little thank you to the guests. Give an overview. So girls, what we're doing today is we're doing a summer makeup workshop. So I'm going to show you how to get a beautiful glowing skin for summer and teach you some of the latest trends and techniques. Introduce yourself and what you love about the opportunity. So this is your guide to what you love about the opportunity. So hi, my name's Adam, as you all know, and I started in the beauty industry when I was 19. I was looking for work after being a snowboard instructor, and Mum said, why don't you start in beauty? You love fashion, you love beauty. And so I did. I started doing Nutrimetics, I studied makeup, and 13 years later, I'm still here and absolutely love it. So come up with a little reason as to why you started with Nutrimetics. Now, there's lots of ways you can get involved with Nutrimetics. We have beauty VIPs that shop online for themselves, family, and friends. We have social VIPs. Doesn't that sound fun? I want to be a social VIP. So that's
Is that
where...
social media?
No, where you're social. So you share the brochure with family and friends. You can, of course, have your website to be able to share. But I really find people wanting to connect. You know, there's so much sales online. I don't know that I would click on someone else's link online at the moment. Would you?
No.
No, okay.
No, I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. You don't want to click on any links you don't know. So I actually love the idea of showing brochure around to family and friends,
Yes.
at work, messaging people that you know personally, of course, would be great. But that's the opportunity to earn an extra $125 a month or receive your skincare, makeup and body care for free. Who would love to not pay for skincare?
Yes.
What a great question to ask there. I think everyone would put their hand up.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Can you remind me to write that one down?
Yeah,
Amber?
you can write down for me too.
You're my PA tonight, okay? So who would love not to pay,
Who would love to not have to buy their own skincare?
buy their own skincare or makeup?
Who would love all their skincare and makeup for free?
Oh, saves me a fortune.
I would.
My darling friend Julie Diamond is on, and Julie once said to me, she's married to Nutrimetics for life because she goes through a moisturising system every 2 weeks. That's a $73 product, but of course she buys it on special, less her profit. Now there's no photocopying upstairs.
There's nothing on the printer?
Nope.
Okay. We'll print you one of these afterwards, Amber. Then we've got the part-time beauty. So if you know of anyone that's interested in part-time work, then this might be the one for you. And it's interesting, over the past week, we've met many girls that are interested in part-time work. And it's just putting it out there, looking for people that you want to work with, that you want to, achieve a trip with. Like, I'm so excited to be traveling to Bali next month with so many of our team members.
On your birthday.
On my birthday, Nutrimetics are taking me to Bali, so very
I
exciting.
don't think they picked the date because it was your birthday, Adam.
No. But that's okay.
But
I
it was
will
a good
accept.
date.
I'll still accept. But who would you like to work with? You could say to them, hey, I've been thinking about you. You'd be great at this. Would you be interested in earning some extra money? I know Amber came to a workshop and said, I think I want to earn some extra money. I was like, okay, great.
I wasn't even supposed to be there, I just walked up.
Yeah, Amber just rocked up at the end, at step 5. And said, I think I want to earn some extra money. So that's why Amber is here today, right? So put it out there. Tell yourself that there's amazing, encouraged, inspired, beautiful, intelligent people coming into your life and your business. And that's what I'm telling myself each day.
And I love that they want to improve their financial situation.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did when I joined when I was 25, Adam.
Yes.
The money that I was earning was very good money, but there wasn't any left over at the end of the month. And I wanted to buy some makeup and some clothes.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'll just get an extra part-time job. So I did. I got 2 extra part-time jobs.
Did you?
Yes.
What was your other one?
Grace Brothers, because I applied there as well, and they said, oh no, we only want 16-year-olds, and I was 25. So I went home, and Nutrimetics specials brochure was in the mailbox, and they did a little commercial, like they have. Was it this month or the January one? They said, "Who wants to join?"
Yeah.
There it is. Join Nutrimetics. So I rang up and I joined with the lady that I had met at a workshop a year before.
That's so cool.
Yeah. And this gorgeous girl, Tammy, she is part of my team. She just joined at a workshop. I met her. And Tresha and Caroline, they're all in my team. They're all managers.
Yes.
Just joined because I was out there doing facials, free facials and workshops.
Exactly. And then we have, so part-time beauty, doing 2 of these workshops per week, you can expect to earn around $450 per week. Who thinks that's great part-time income for going out 2 times a week? Like, it's amazing. And then we have the beauty manager. So if you know of anyone that's interested in earning a full-time income, and this is where you could use a story. My beauty manager, Adam, runs a beauty class on Monday nights, and Adam earns an executive income, 6-figure income through his Nutrimetics business.
Yep.
Or my beauty manager, Louise, has been earning a 6-figure income for 40 years in the business. Or my Nutrimetics manager, Billy, just earned her first company car and her first overseas trip to Bali with Nutrimetics. So when you're not at the beauty manager level, talk about people that are. And that's what I did. And you can say, look, that's what I'm going for. That's what I want to do. Because if you talk about it, you'll attract people that may want that as well.
And if you're looking for that, if you put it into your subconscious brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit about me and about the opportunity. So I always cover that. Now I make it really easy on here because then I just flip over and talk about the workshop menu. And again, talking about the workshop menu is the best. I got bookings from all my bookings over the weekend through talking about the workshop menu. So brighten and glow. Give your skin a summer glow with hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, and the latest serums and boosters. Who loves serums? Amazing. I'll talk to you at the end about that workshop. Platinum Firm and Lift. Is anyone looking for younger looking skin? Yes, today. Amazing. Mask and meditation. Oh my gosh. Relax the mind. Calm the soul. We put on a beautiful face mask and take you through a guided meditation. A few girls booked that one from the menu.
Did they?
Yeah. I said, oh my gosh, have you done the mask and meditation yet? Have we done one of those? And the girls were like, no. And I was like, we have to. Should we do one in August? And they were like, yes. I'm like, great. That was it.
I think you're busy before then.
Almost, yeah.
Yep.
Team Beauty. Does anyone have any teenagers? One of the girls here said, yes, I want to book in for the Team Beauty workshop. I was like, great.
How old was she?
That was all. Well, she wants to book in for her daughters because
She's
one
a
of the
mum.
other girls had been to a Team Beauty workshop and said how good it was. Summer Glow, that's what we're doing tonight. Beautiful summer makeup. Smoky eyes. Ooh, that's fun on a Friday night, like a girls' night in or girls' night in then out as well. Christmas happy hour. I've changed back to this one because I'm booking in for Christmas now, I've decided.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Book your Christmas bookings
I remember
now.
when, yeah, that one's, you can get that one. I remember when Mum first told me, now remember to rebook your hostess and
Rebook your hostess, rebook your hostess.
at maximum time in 12 months.
Yep.
And I was like, 12 months? I don't know what I'm doing in 12 months. This is at the age of 19. And 12 months came around and all the people that I had in my diary the previous year, I didn't have in my diary for that year because I didn't rebook them. And I was like, oh my gosh, should have listened to Mum. It was such a great learning experience because if you rebook them for 12 months time, you get to 12 months and you're like, oh my gosh, I've got all these people in my diary, and it just continues to accumulate.
It does.
So who can you book in now for your Christmas happy hours? You'll thank yourself in October and November.
You will.
And then Makeup Masterclass. Again, I'd love to book people in from my workshops for makeup masterclasses. $60 per person is what I charge for the regular and $80 per person for glam. So by talking through the workshop menu, you will get future bookings. And now we're on to product demonstration part 3, which is our actual practical, which is the summer makeup trends. So I printed off an A Beauty summer makeup trends for 2023, and we're going to explore some of these looks together today. Now, I haven't practiced these looks, so I just wanted to let you know that. I would probably suggest practicing them before you do your first summer workshop menu, but sometimes you just don't, and you go,
I don't think you need to practice.
We're going to learn
You've
the
been
summer makeup trends.
practicing 10 times a week lately.
So 3 trends that we're going to talk about. We're going to do 2 of those tonight. So let me just read a little bit about this. Hailey Bieber is leading the way with her beautiful makeup trends. So glossy Barbie doll cheek inspired trends for 2023. And one thing that's really popular is, like, unlike the traditional blush, what they're doing is definitely high onto the cheek, as we've been doing, above the apple, almost under the eye, so up through this area here. Also, what they're doing is mixing lipsticks and illuminators as a blush. So you're going back to using creams as blushes, using lipsticks for a really simple summer look. I mean, you can use lipsticks on the cheeks, the eyes, and the lips. I know you do that quite often,
Yes.
so you are so in trend for summer 2023, Mum.
I'm so happy about
You
that,
are?
Adam. You've
Yeah.
made my night.
Seriously.
My coral quartz was my blush today, by the way,
Yeah.
and it was also my eyeshadow.
That's hilarious, because it's literally what we're doing tonight, Mum.
Yeah.
So working with cream-based products really gives you that beautiful luminosity and is a little bit different to the traditional quite sharp contour and blush. So it's all very soft. So that's called blush lighter. So it's blush highlighter. The next trend is beauty bling. Now this is huge, from crystal gems to pearls being applied to the face, the hair, or the nails. Less is more when it comes to this trend, though. We don't want to be too blingy. They also really are encouraging the gems to be applied sparsely, so just over the face randomly in different locations. So you can go to My Frost Yourself Gems and Crystals for more information on that trend. Might be seeing some of that at conference. Shannon, you're staying with us. Can you please bring your gems and crystals stick-ons, if possible? That would be amazing. We can play with that for the cocktail night.
Okay.
And then simple layer makeup. Now this is really what we're going to focus on tonight. This summer it's all about a single layer of makeup application that accentuates your natural features and creates a natural, undone and dewy glow. Rather than layering your makeup products on top of each other, we're actually going to apply each product in one layer only to the section of the face that's needed,
Right, okay.
and blend them all together.
Yes.
Tennille's top tip.
Michael Huxley does that sometimes
definitely.
at the School of Beauty in the Gold Coast.
It will take a little practice to master this technique, as it's the opposite to what we usually do with makeup, but it does give a beautiful, natural, just woke up like this glowing result. So I'm excited to play with that tonight. So let's get into our makeup.
Wonderful.
Let's do a seat swap,
Yes.
because I'm right-handed. So I'll come around here. Beautiful. So the first thing that we're going to do, is prep the skin. So I absolutely love skin prep, and something that we're going to do to prep the skin is just pop on some serums, and then we're actually going to add a little bit of Wonder Oil, if that's okay with you,
It is.
to our moisturizer,
me
to
to
just
get
give it
some?
an extra dewy look. Yeah, that would be fabulous. I know where it is actually.
Okay.
Did you want to start with
I'll put
applying
the
that one?
toner on, and then I'll pass everything to Amber, and Amber can apply and learn. Right, so I do one large drop, apply it all over. Everything I pop on my face, I apply to my throat area. And when we're working on our face, even with a toner, just work upwards on your movements. You can also just pat it in. Only takes a second, and it feels so good. Little tip with your little lid, pop the lid off first so that you can pump the bottle that way. Okay, Amber, over to you. Next serum we are doing is Tight, Firm and Fill Face Serum. So let's do a little bit of that. I've got one that's nearly empty, so I'm going to use this one up first. All right. So, to do that all over. And then you can pop on a little bit of the face serum. And just one pump of face serum for you, Amber. And whatever I do to my face, I apply on the throat area and the chest area, back of the hands. And I love my eye serum. Wrinkles around the eyes are, the illusion starts to happen that there's less lines and wrinkles. Both of these products work like a natural Botox, where they actually relax the muscles meaning that as you frown and squint and talk during the day, the skin is not moving quite as much, and therefore it is not repeating the imprinting process of those lines getting deeper and darker. So love my 2 serums. So I'll give that one to Amber. And I've got some DNA.
Now, something that we're going to add to the DNA cream is some of the Irina Wild Melon Wonder Oil. Now, this is Irina's best-selling product, hence it's not going anywhere.
No,
because it's a beautiful product, and something that you can do with this, you can use this as a face oil to create using with gua shas, facial tools, ice rollers. You can also use this with your moisturizer. That's what we're going to do today. Pop a few drops in the moisturizer, and this gives us an extremely glowy base. You could also mix this with your primer. You can mix this with your foundation. You could mix this with any of your liquid products to create a really beautiful extra glow. So, fabulous. Thank you so much. Awesome. So I'm just going to pass this on
And
to
I put
Amber.
out my
If you want to
colour
pop,
of-
does Amber have a cotton tip?
No.
Oh, here you go, Amber. You can take that one. Thank you. And then we'll pass around the serum to mix in. So I might just, because it's convenient, ask you to pop this on, Mum, if
Yes.
that's okay. But I'm just going to pop some of this onto in your hands to mix it together first.
Where did it go? All over my dress. The
That's
dress
right.
is moisturised.
So what we usually do is just mix all of this in the hand first.
Oh, got it. Okay.
That's okay. So we're just going to do 2 drops.
I do 1 drop.
Yeah, but we're going for an extra dewy summer look
extra
today.
glow
Extra
today.
glow today.
Can I mention that my beautiful friend and remote PA, Alicia Skinner, cannot live without either of these
It
products.
smells
She
beautiful.
can't live without the whole range. But her 3 daughters are now stealing her Wild Melon Wonder Oil.
Are they?
They love it.
I love that.
I also pop it on just behind my neck as well, Adam. When I do that, I've decided that that area's got to look young and youthful too.
That's fair enough.
So we put our hair up in a ponytail.
Very true.
So we've got a beautiful dewy complexion, gives you the opportunity to talk about skin prep, because skin prep makes the biggest difference to how the makeup looks, lasts, glows throughout the day. You will not achieve a summer glow makeup without great skincare. So that's definitely the first. And at many of my makeup workshops, like yesterday, I sold 2 platinum sets at my makeup workshop. They didn't buy any makeup because we spoke about that, and they said to me, I really need to get my skincare sorted first, don't
Yes,
I?
yes.
And I said, yeah, you do. So
Yeah.
let's get you started with skincare. We can do makeup next.
Yes.
Okay, this is also a really great guide to have for anyone that purchases the Platinum range, the cleanser, toner, moisturizer, any sample packs that you do. It is called the AHA treatment card on NutriHub or NutriSpace. You can buy it in packs of 10 for $2.50 or singly for 25 cents. So now we're working with a primer. And what a primer will help to do is, would love everyone that's watching, we have 11 people watching us online at this stage, would love you to let me know one thing that a primer does. Amber, what's something that a primer does?
It helps. Oh no, I know this one. No.
It's like
You know
painting
it.
the wall.
It like preps the skin
Yeah.
before you put the makeup on.
Totally.
And gives it more of an even complexion.
Yes. Creates an even, beautiful, even complexion. It helps keep your makeup on for longer.
I love that it holds the makeup on.
It holds. This primer is fabulous for a dry and an oily skin because it's hydrating, but also it has an ingredient which helps to regulate oil, and it also has these little. Oh, you look so beautiful with your clips
dear
in, Mom.
me. I
And
don't know
I
about
love
that.
it. It reminds me of that photo of you. And then we have the, of course, spherical polymers. I love
Yes.
talking about the spherical
You do,
polymers.
don't you?
So they're little hydration spheres that fill in fine lines and wrinkles. And as Trish said, it preps the skin for the next step.
Well done,
So we're layering
Trish.
some on the forehead, the nose, the chin, and the cheeks. And using our buffing brush, we're just layering from the center of the face out towards the hairline and the jawline. Now my brush is just simply gliding on because the skin is so beautifully hydrated. It's just an absolute pleasure to layer a primer in after applying a foundation. And I'll just get you to face over me for a second and then turn back. It's just for a second so I can make sure we're all blended. Fabulous. Now next we're going in with our foundation and our concealer at the same time. Dun, dun, dun. So what we're going to do is, first of all, I'm just going to pop a little bit of setting spray on the face.
You
And-
like doing it at the end of the skincare prep.
Well, yeah,
section,
sometimes
don't
I
you?
do. Particularly, I find that we're applying for this step the concealer where we would usually put concealer, the contour where we would usually pop contour, and the foundation where we would usually pop foundation, but we're not layering them. They're all standing alone on the face. So what the setting spray will help to do is give the skin a little bit more of that dewy glow and also help those products not to dry as quickly.
Okay.
It's because we want to blend them all together. So we've got quite a bit of layering to do, so this helps them. Now, if your concealer does dry and you haven't blended in yet, just spritz some more setting spray and it will make it more blendable again. So just doing a little spritz. I'll give myself one too. I always do that in my workshops. It's good. It's good to take care of yourself as well as your clients. So we're going to go in with the foundation. Let's start with concealer, because that's what I would traditionally do, so I like to do that. What colour concealer
So
would
normally
be?
we would do foundation and put the concealer over the top, but because we're doing them all
Yeah.
separately, we can do it in.
Well, I think
Any
that,
order.
yeah, the concealer is the smallest part of the face that we are applying product. So I'm going to start with the smallest rather than the largest amount.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think it does too. Fabulous. So we're going to layer a little bit of concealer just in the corner of the eyes, and then I'm layering any concealer just underneath, outer corner. So this is where I would usually apply concealer for an everyday makeup. Love a little bit below the brows, beside the nose, top lip, and then also just a little bit under the bottom lip. And do I want to do some through there? No, I'm really happy with that. Let's do a little bit through the nasal labial folds, marionettes. So just a concealer through these areas here. Now you could apply concealer wherever you feel like you want to. So beside the nose, top lip, yeah, beneath the brows, under the bottom lip, and then if there's anywhere else you want to conceal, go for it. Now we're going in with our foundation. Will Amber be beige as well? I think Amber will be. Yeah. So with our foundation, I'm applying this with a brush. And I'm layering this foundation through the center of the face, the nose, the chin. I'm also going to put some foundation, obviously, through the cheeks. I'm leaving just underneath the cheek. So just layering some foundation through here, so through the cheeks. And then what we're going to do is apply a darker foundation for the contour. So I'm actually using tan.
Oh, that's very dark.
It is very dark, but we want to be
Oh,
nice
you've
and
got a lot of
chiseled.
foundation there.
So I'm going to use a little, just a little eye blend brush here, and I'm just layering this from the top of the ear directly down underneath the cheekbone, just like so. Top of the ear directly underneath the cheekbone, under the nose. Let's go down either side of the nose as well. And I could also do a little bit just on the hairline and just on the masseters or the sort of jowl area. Beautiful. So now we've got our contour on. This is exciting.
It's face painting, isn't
It's
it?
fun.
It's like colouring in.
Just the little blurry brush I used. Now we're going in with lipstick. So I'm actually going to choose Sienna Eye Blend, Mum. That's not the eye blend. I use the eye blend.
The puff. Oh, you use the puffy one.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
You don't have to though. So now we're going in with some Sienna lipstick. How exciting. And what we're going to do with that is mix some little illuminating drops. These are from Mecca. So I'm just going to put one drop in with my lipstick. So we're going to pass that. Let's give Amber Coral Quartz. It's your favourite one, but I'm going to go in with Sienna for something a little bit different. And then I'm just going to mix those together with my foundation brush. Oh, how nice is that?
I would give Amber Velvet Cocoa.
And then I'm just going to apply this on top of the cheekbones and up towards the temples. So just layering this blush on the cheekbones up towards the temples, like so. This is very exciting. So I just put some of the lipstick on the back of my hand, and then I just put a drop of the illuminating product as well. Now we're going to go in with a beauty blender and blend all of this in. So I'm just pressing all of this in, layering this through. I could choose to brush all of this as well. It's getting a little bit dry, so I'm just going to give it a spritz with some setting spray. So the whole purpose of this is to not overuse product. It's to keep it nice and natural, so it's not on top, or you're not layering product upon product. It's a really nice, soft summer look to be able to do. And what I'm finding more and more is the no makeup look is very popular. So
Yes.
you want to look like you just woke up like this, basically. So I'm blending all of this in. Now this isn't something that I've tried on a mature skin before. Mum has beautiful skin. But it's interesting to see how this is working, and I think it's working quite well. I'm just softening down the jawline. Having a look in the mirror. I'm liking it, Mum.
Yes, so am I.
It does require a bit of blending.
I look a little
So just keep
more,
blending and
a little
blending.
more bronzed than normal.
Yeah, well that would be because of the lippy, the sienna lippy, which I decided to go with.
Okay.
And
I
then
thought
we've
it
got a
was
little bit of the
because
tan
of the
as well.
tan. Mm.
Just going to blend through inner corner of the eye, just using a little bit of a brush to get through there.
Would you use a brush if you don't have a beauty blender?
Totally. Yeah, you could use a brush. So this is all about the base. You can do it with the basic products you have. You totally can. Michelle, you can do it with any products that you want to. Just turn to the side for me. So I used a darker foundation, so you might want to use your summer and then your winter foundation to be able to create this look. Got a little bit of product flaking going down the face, so that just means that Mum's skin has absorbed as much as it can, and by Mum applying a moisturiser today, then taking her makeup off and then applying serums, it just can't fully absorb in. Okay, beautiful. So have a little look at that, Mum. What do you think?
Beautiful.
Yeah, I think it looks quite nice as well.
It doesn't look quite nice. It looks stunning.
I think it looks stunning
Wow,
too.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit fussy, as you know. I think it looks beautiful.
It does. Super glowy, but looks really, really natural as well. And then next we're going
and it was
into...
quite quick.
It's so quick. Because when you think about how much time you spend on all that steps, putting on, blending it in, doing the next step, blending it in. So I really loved it. I just want a little bit more blush.
We don't need any more blush, Adam Buechner.
I just want a touch more.
But blush is very in at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I just
Like
wanted to see a
full
little bit
blush.
higher on the cheekbones, so I could just add a little bit more. If there's anywhere else that you felt like you needed to conceal or you wanted to add some extra contouring, you could do that. So I just popped a little bit of lipstick onto my buffing brush and I just blended that in.
Wow. And they're the matte lipsticks.
They're
That
the
went
matte
on
tints.
easily.
Yeah, that's sienna. Have you ever used sienna as a blush?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Every time I use it as a lipstick.
Ah.
I'm very about matching everything, darling.
Now with the eyeshadow, we're going to keep with our cream theme, so we are going to use the sienna also as an eyeshadow.
Oh, eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Okay. 'cause
So I'm
I
just
wanna
going to pop a
see
little bit
the
of
pencils.
the sienna onto my brush. So working with that same color, and just keep the eyes open for me, but just look down. So I'm just applying a soft layer over the entire eyelid. And I'm using an eyeshadow brush, so again just applying a soft layer just over the entire eyelid. Up towards the socket. And then I do want a brush to just soften that in. So I'm actually just removing any excess of my eye blend brush. And then I'm just going to soften through the socket. And just have a look a little more forward for me, Mel, with your whole face for me. So you can see, Amber, what I've done there as well. I've just softened the blend in, and see how beautifully and softly that's just gone into the eye. Now I'll do that on the other side. So with the eye blend brush, I'm just softening the cream in. These lipsticks are so easy to work with on the cheeks and on the eyes. And this is something that's fun that you can teach people how to do, something a little bit different.
And do you keep it nice and sharp,
Yeah.
that angle?
Something you can do is go back in with your concealer brush, and if you need to or you want to, just sharpen the outer corner. That just creates a little bit of a, we'll call it a lipstick flick today. So I'm just layering that out, just sharpens from the outer corner of the eye. And then we can just pop a little bit of that, we'll pop a pencil on. So last time we went for the Peach Sunrise, there's not another colour here that I'm really wanting to
I
use.
did shell pink with this outfit this morning.
Yeah, like I love the Peach Sunrise as well. Let's just do a different technique. Rather than lining the whole lips, which is what we did last week for the Makeup Masterclass, let's just do a soft shade. So just having a look straight ahead for me. So I'm just going to do a soft shade on the lips. So just bringing my lip pencil and just doing a light, kind of like a blotting but with a pencil. But you want to go with a, what colour do we want Amber to go with? Magenta. Light ruby. We need a little sharpener on. Otherwise we're going to give magenta. Just a soft touch.
Is there a
That looks
light
beautiful.
ruby?
I messed up my
Yeah, you did it really well. Just
Oh,
sharpen
did
the
it?
outer corner with your concealer brush. Yeah, that looks beautiful. Yeah.
I love it, Amber. Stunning.
So again, with the pencil, I'm just doing a soft sort of penciling. I'm not creating too much shape or lines, just like a blotting with my pencil, so little feathery strokes across for a really soft look. And then just with a little bit of lipstick as well, that same lipstick colour, I'm just going to layer that through the lips. So I just with the side of the pencil, Amber, just did little, like really soft
Like
little
you're shading
strokes, like you're shading, but without lining.
Okay. On my lips, not
Yeah,
on my-
just on your lips. Yep. So not lining the lips. I know it's so weird to do, but it's just it's like like we're blotting lipstick now or a lip balm. We're doing the same with that as well. And then we're going to go with our mascara. So we're going to work with blue today.
Okay.
Have you won the blue yet?
No.
How exciting! So, where's our little spoolie brush? I just had them one moment.
Are we doing eyeliner?
No.
No eyeliner with our glow?
No,
Okay.
I know they're good. We're going to put up on some mascara though. I like to do mascara towards the end. So just look down for me. So I'm just going to pop some mascara down on the lashes first. And then I'm pressing up and through. Now I had quite a few people at my workshops on the weekend, my makeup workshops, that loved the idea of putting their mascara over their black. Now you have tinted lashes, so you already have quite a depth to there. But if you're blonde hair, they found it too much. They found it really quite vibrant. But so it's lovely to put over a black or even a brown
Yes, it is.
as well for something a little softer.
When I have my eyelashes tinted and I'm booked in for Friday, I get them always to do a blue-black.
Yes.
For me, it lasts longer. It seems to give me more definition.
And Amber, here's the blue
Amber looks stunning with blue mascara.
mascara. There you are, and there's little spoolies just in there. Now what I am noticing is we've got a little bit of creasing from the liquids, so I'm just going to pop the tiniest bit of powder.
It's very dark. I've
It's
got,
not big. No, that's all right. Oh yeah, okay. We'll use
please,
something lighter.
not too dark. Yeah.
So just the tiniest little bit of powder, and I'm just going to soften this on so that our product doesn't move. We can pop this over the lips as well. That helps to keep them on. Whilst I'm open up for me.
Did I get mascara somewhere?
Just a touch. Wasn't fully dry yet. So if you get mascara somewhere it shouldn't be, just grab a little bit of concealer. I usually wait for it to dry, but I just went against my own rule. A little bit of concealer,
I like
and then
doing
I'm just going
foundation, but I know
to,
you like concealer.
yeah, anything that has some slip to it. And we're just going to press and roll that off. Press and roll that off. Beautiful. Okay, now we could do a little shape through the brows as well. I might just use an eyeshadow. So I'm just going to use a number 5 in the matte palette with an angle brush. And just press through just a little bit of shadow through the brows. Just working in sort of an upward movement. Just have a look at the difference between the brows there. So you can see that shape the brows. I just did the top lashes for today, but you could do the little bottom lashes if you want to. It's a choose your own adventure kind of makeup. So just with my angle brush, some little presses up, and then I'm working directly through the outer corner. So just doing a soft shading, and we'll just brush that through. So this is how to create a really easy summer makeup that is modern, using the latest techniques, latest colors, something that's fun. Look, you could keep it even more soft with a brown mascara, would be really beautiful as well. But I love this look. Just pop your thread up for me. I'm just going to layer this and soften this down a touch. Beautiful. And there we have our summer glow look.
Very good, Adam. I absolutely love it.
I love it too. Here's some powder for you as well, Amber, if you just wanted to do a
And
little
then if we
soften
can-
down. That looks fun.
Oh, she looks stunning. It
It
is.
is. Amber went for like the magenta and the pink colours, so it's not as soft, but it's definitely summery.
Oh, it's beautiful, Amber. Stunning.
Just hold it up next to your face. That's the easiest way to kind of see. So
Yeah.
you could go with.
The middle one
Yeah.
up the top
Sand
is
looks
the
good.
light one, and then I mix a bit of the next one on your right, the toffee with it. No, on your right.
Now we
Or
will
top,
do just
right.
one more set of the setting spray just to keep the skin glowing. I actually recommend to all my clients they have one in their car. I love having one of these in my car. Whenever I finish with an appointment, I spritz myself. I just think it's beautiful. It refreshes me. It keeps me dewy and glowy
Yes.
all the day. So there's our Summer Glow workshop.
I absolutely love it, Adam.
How fun is that?
It is lots and lots of fun. Yeah, so I just wanted to encourage everyone with their business to also write down how many workshops or facials would they like to do this month.
Well, something that's really great to do following our session tonight is to say, I just learned how to do a summer glow makeup workshop with the latest trends and techniques, and I would love to come around and be able to practice what I just learned. And then go through the workshop format. So once we finish with step 3, we're on to step 4, recommending sets. So I could have a little look at my brochure, and I could say, just want to let you know, I would actually put my own pack together for this look, right? So I would say, now what we did today, Louise, we used the Platinum range. So
Yes.
that was a fabulous skincare range. Amber, all the girls, we used the Platinum range, remember? Fabulous skincare range, full of peptides, hydrating. Then we went on to a primer. So we used our beautiful primer. Then we setting spray. So we used the setting spray before we went on to our makeup. So our combination of makeup was our Flawless foundation. Then we also used a lippy, and we used our concealer. So we used these 3 here. You can use any
And-
foundation for your contour that's too dark for you, or if you do have a liquid bronzer or a liquid contour, you can do that too. Then we went in with our lip pencil, and we also went in with one of the beautiful new mascaras. We'll pretend that's it. And so really, you're setting a spray.
Which are all here. You could put together a great set.
Yeah, everything that we used is pretty much in the brochure. Or you could just use one of the other lippies,
You
one of
could.
the Radiant Colour lippies.
Yes.
And you'd have all of that, because the lippy plus the lip pencil is on special for $39.90. The eyeliner plus the mascara is on special for $42-ish.
Yes.
And then you've got your foundation on special, and then you just need to add your setting spray.
Or you can go to the Beauty Collections brochure and use that makeup set.
You could. But this one's even like more simple.
It is, yes.
And it would actually
and
come
the
under the
equivalent in
$100.
sienna would be the chestnut
Yeah,
in that lipstick.
yeah,
Wonderful.
definitely. So love that. Recommended all the sets. Now, did you know that you can become a VIP member with Nutrimetics and receive future discounts? Also have the opportunity to shop online for yourself, family and friends. So just remember, girls, if you're not already a VIP, you ought to be. So we will talk about that later. Recap on the workshop venue. I just had so much fun with everyone here tonight, and I would love to come back. Dun, dun, dun. So I'm going to come back to some of the workshops. Which one of the workshops? Oh, I'll talk to you about that in a moment when we did the personal shopping time, but I'm sure
Okay.
there's one here that interests you.
There is.
So that's a little recap. And then we go into personal time. So future bookings, business opportunity, beauty pack, finalize orders, etc. So, Louise, what did you love most about the makeup that we created today?
I just love the whole lot out of
That's what-
everything you use.
Most of the time that's what people say. Now, did you want me to pop that together for you? I've got a super special set.
have
So
you?
it comes here. Definitely do. Just creating it
So
now.
what
So it
did you
comes
use?
with the lip liner, the lipstick, also the concealer, the setting spray, of course, the foundation. How does the foundation feel on the skin?
It's so light.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So
but I
when
love
you're-
the coverage at the same time.
Definitely. One of my techniques as well is when I'm asking them what they used, I would ask them, what did you think of the eyeliner, or what did you think of the foundation? So they're saying, I loved that. I love the feeling on my skin. I'm like, fabulous. Do you want to get the set? And then they say, yeah, well, why not? It felt fabulous
Well,
on
I
the skin.
haven't got a blue mascara.
You don't have a blue mascara, so we will
No.
pop that in for you as well. Did you want to get a brown too? Do you have a brown?
Yes, I have a brown.
Okay, fabulous. We are all sorted for that then. Now, the only other thing is skin prep. So I've got this set down for you. We've just written that down on your order form. How are you going for your skin prep at the moment? What are you using on your skin?
Well, I'm using the Skin Clean, Skin Fresher Nutrimoist at the moment.
Okay, yes.
So I've
Beautiful,
been using that for a long time.
beautiful classic range.
It is.
Are you ready to level up your skincare game?
I think I could level up a little bit.
I think so too. So we've got a few options with the Platinum Cleanse, Tone, Moisturize. That's your simple 3-step. Or if you like just everything, as I do, then I would recommend the Platinum Cleanser, Toner, Face and Eye Serum, DNA, and also the peel. Oh my gosh, this peel is amazing. Talk about the peel for $2.99 for that set. Which one works
Wow.
best for you, the 3-step or the complete collection?
Well, if you write it all down for me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Well, Louise, I
having-
already have. It's
I
right here in this
do
easy
like
to
the eye
explain guide.
serum.
So this goes through all the steps, but how about I come over and give you a little facial upon delivery as well and go through
That'd
all
be
of those
great.
with you.
I'd appreciate that.
Beautiful. Now, the only other thing I was going to mention was, the brushes. Do you have a great brush set? Because these at the moment are only $65. They're usually $130.
Wow.
So-
I love the brushes.
Okay, would you like to add that as well?
Yes. Okay.
Beautiful. Awesome. So I'll pop that. Is there anything else that you feel like you need?
That'll do for a little while.
Okay, fabulous. So just to recap, we've got the makeup set, we've got all the products we used to you today, so that comes to $100 and X amount of dollars.
Yes.
We've got the platinum set for $2.99, great special. Your skin will absolutely love that, and the brushes. So they're on there too. So altogether, your order comes to $399. So I'm just going to pop that through. Would you like to pop that on a credit card today, Louise?
Yeah, that'll be great.
Fabulous. I'll just pop those details down for you. Amazing. Now, can I add you to our VIP email listing? You receive future discounts. You also get added to our Facebook group. It's fabulous.
I'd love to.
Awesome. Tick. And just need to know you're over the age of 16.
Only just.
Awesome. What was your date of birth, please?
15/12/1954.
15/12/54. Fabulous. Now, which one of these workshops did you like the look of best? I could see that you were smiling when we were talking about some of the workshops. Which one interested you the most?
Well, quite honestly, I would love to do another makeup one.
Yeah.
And-
How about the makeup masterclass? Would you like to learn how to put the makeup on yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Because that's a really great one to do. Look, we can do a simple one like we did today, which is an hour of the workshop, and then we can do some chatting at the end. Or we can do the more in-depth 2.5-hour makeup masterclass.
I'll do a simple one. My
Simple one?
girlfriends would love the simple one
Okay.
and a glass
Beautiful.
of wine.
Well, how about, it's coming to the end of summer, so we could do the autumn glow. So it'd be a little similar to this, but you can have 4 or 5 girlfriends and they do a simple makeup on themselves.
That sounds wonderful.
Okay, awesome. So I just created a workshop that wasn't on my, when it wasn't on my menu to meet my clients' needs. One of the girls at my workshop said yesterday, "We've almost booked all of these," and I said, "There's many more." I said, "Have you heard of the hot rock neck and shoulder massage treatment, or the hot towel therapy treatment, or that?" And I went up going, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we've got to book one of those." I said, "You do."
Yes.
So you continue to create new names for new workshops too, so they can experience the whole menu. Fabulous. Now, if you were to have the Autumn Glow mini makeup session, would something like a Monday night suit you, like we've done tonight?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I'm thinking a Saturday afternoon.
Saturday afternoon? Fabulous. Let me just have a little look at my calendar. So my next Saturday afternoon available is, I've just had a spot become available on the 23rd of March. How about I pop that in for 2 p.m?
I was thinking late March.
Okay.
That'd be excellent.
Fabulous. I'll pop that in for 2 p.m. I'll send you a little invite so you can send that to all the girls, a little image, tell them what they're going to experience. If we need to change it, that's all cool. You just let me know.
Okay. No, that should
Beautiful.
be good.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Pleasure.
Wonderful.
So that's how I do my little consultation at the end. So I go through what did they love. Now let's be someone else. Let's be Genevieve. Hi, Genevieve.
Didn't get enough sleep last
Genevieve's
night, Adam.
all tired tonight. So Genevieve, what did you think of the look that I did on Louise tonight?
Oh, I thought it was stunning.
Fabulous.
Yes.
Awesome. Were there any of the products that really interested you? Would you like to be able to create that look yourself?
I would. Yes.
Okay. What if you didn't want to?
If I didn't want to. Okay. No, I'm really a bit busy at the moment. Is that what you want me to say?
Be busy to do your makeup? I'm a little bit confused. So the look that we created on Louise.
Yeah, that look there.
Yeah, so it's too much effort.
I just would need you to really go over it all for me.
Okay. Yeah. Well, how about, rather than buying any of the products today, how about we do a workshop at your place?
Okay.
So we could do a few, one of the makeup workshops if you wanted to. The makeup masterclass is actually the best. That's 2.5 hour makeup class, $60 per person. Do you have some friends that you think would be interested in learning how to do their own makeup?
I think if we have a basic one first and then you talk to them all, then we will have no trouble booking one of those.
Okay, beautiful.
That's what
Awesome.
I'd like to do.
Fabulous. Now, do you think something during the week or on the weekend would suit you best? What's your schedule like?
Well, for the girls, a Friday night.
Friday nights are the best. They're my favourite. Okay, beautiful. So I would look up the next Friday night. Say, now, Louise, how about we reserve that date? Give me a bit of a challenge, please. How about we reserve this date? It's my next Friday night available. You can always chat to the girls and get back to me if it doesn't work.
Okay, what date did you say?
Friday of
23rd.
April.
Oh, April.
Yeah. So it's
well,
not in the
April-
school holidays. It's before the school holidays.
Yeah. April, I'm going to New South Wales for
Are
the month
you?
of April.
How exciting. What are you doing there?
Yeah, I'll visit my mum and my other son.
Beautiful. I used to live in New South Wales.
Did you?
Yeah, just near Sydney. Okay, cool.
I think
What
I've
about?
seen you before.
Let's have a look at the next one. What about May? Would May work for you?
Oh, Mother's Day would be great. It has to be the first week of May because I'm going to Melbourne in the second week.
Sorry, I'm fully booked the first week of May. So let's
you?
have a little look down the
I
track.
can do the third or the fourth week
sorry,
of May.
I can't do that either. Sorry. So what about June? How does June work
June's
for you? I've got
great.
the first week in June.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, I'll pop that in for you. Fabulous. Cool. Now,
You've
did
been
you want to
very
go on?
difficult.
Yeah, well, well, you weren't being difficult enough. So
Right.
But it's interesting when the busier you are booked.
Yes.
Like I had a girl today that gave me 4 dates, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do any of those. I'm fully booked. And then it's really. She said, okay, I've secured our date in June, and I've already sent out all the invites, and I've already got 6 people confirmed. So
Yeah, it did make
know,
her very proactive.
it makes them value your time more rather than saying, oh, I've got every Friday free this year. No, and you taught me that even when I didn't have every Friday free this year, to perhaps be a little bit more specific on the dates you offer. So you can say, I've got this Friday night or this Friday night available. Which one works best for you? And we can reserve that. Yeah. Okay, fabulous. Do we want to do one more? Jenny, you know I like to say Jenny.
Let's do Amber.
Amber, okay.
Okay.
Amber, come on
I
over.
need a little
Show everyone
rest.
your beautiful makeup. Show everyone your beautiful makeup. Fabulous. Ah, it looks stunning.
Ah, thank you.
I like it. It's so fun.
Ah, it was like high fashion.
It does. The blue mascara looks incredible on you.
Oh, thank you.
So, Amber, what did you think of our makeup that we created tonight?
Do you want it be easy or difficult?
Difficult.
Difficult?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure about it.
That's okay. What were you unsure about?
The colours.
The
It
colours?
I don't know if they suit me,
Yeah.
and probably not my natural.
It's not your natural look.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's good to try new techniques and new trends, isn't it? It's lots of fun.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, something that I actually offer as well, I don't know if this interests you, but is a colour coding workshop, Amber. So that's where we go through exactly what colours best suit you in terms of clothing, hair, makeup and jewellery. The look we did tonight was more of a trend-based look, so it's more of a fashion look.
Okay.
But this is really beautiful to go through like the earthy tones that really suit you and some nice natural colours. Does that sound a little more like you?
Yeah, that does.
Okay, fabulous. Could you think of a few girls that would also like to find out what colours best suit them?
Yes, my friend Barbara. from
Barbara?
work. Yes.
Amazing. Okay, fabulous. Well, if you were to get some girls together for that, do you think during the week or on the weekend would suit you best? What's your schedule like?
Weekend. Definitely.
Awesome. Let me just have a little look at my next available weekend appointment. So I do have Saturday the 24th of March available at 3 p.m.
No, I got lunch at Noosa with the girls.
Lunch and news with the girls. What about before lunch? You could do your makeup and then you could go. Let me just have a little look. Oh, I can work that out. How about 10 a.m.?
Yes, that's right after Pilates. That's great.
Fabulous. It would be a great day.
Awesome.
Pilates, makeup, and then on to lunch. Absolutely love that. And did you want to go on my email listing?
No.
No?
No.
Don't do emails?
No, but Barbara might want to.
Barbara might want to. Okay, fabulous. Well, I can chat to Barbara
Awesome.
when I see you. Beautiful. Now, did you want me to record any of the colours that you used tonight? What about the foundation?
Foundation, yes, please.
Foundation? Okay.
And contour.
And contour.
It's very natural.
Okay, beautiful. So with the foundation, now this does finish on the 28th of February, Amber, so I do have to let you know about
Feel the
this.
pressure.
Yeah. The Flawless Hair Foundation is on special at the moment for $39.90.
Oh, wow.
So at your workshop, it might be back up to $70.
Right.
I'm not sure. But if you wanted to do that today, the colour that we did use was beige, and we actually used the tan for the contour as well.
Okay. Very good.
Okay. Did you want to add those to your order for today? What are your thoughts?
Yes, I like to get the beige and the tan.
Okay. Beautiful.
Please.
We'll pop those down for you. Now, are you happy to pop that on a card, or what works best for you?
Yeah, card's fine.
Card's fine? Okay, fabulous. Awesome. So we've got that. No to the VIP. I'll just make sure I don't add you to my email listing accidentally. Ha ha ha. And then, no, I won't.
didn't
I
laugh.
put a cross, because I have to put a cross there, otherwise I've just autopilot do it. And I'll send you a little reminder for your colour workshop.
Thank you.
I did one yesterday. I absolutely loved it. So that'll be fun. Awesome. Thank you so much, Amber.
It's okay.
Awesome. Beautiful. So thank you for joining us, everyone, tonight. This is how we do one of the workshops from the menu. So I hope I've encouraged you and inspired you to go out there, follow the workshop guide, practice some summer makeup trends. And next week we'll be joining you live from our beauty conference on the Gold Coast from the JW Marriott.
Academy Awards.
Yes.
Night, with some little testimonials from some of our top people in the country.
I didn't put powder on tonight, and I am very
Yes,
glowy
we
also.
we are glowing.
We're all glowing.
You helped make my skin look so much better with that little bit of powder.
Just
I
to
love
soften
it.
just a touch.